Hello, 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 hello to all of our wonderful podcast listeners. This is Harley. And for those of you who are tuning in on our YouTube channel, you may have noticed that, gee willikers, who are these three bitches staring at me? Well, the names underneath each person, kind of right where our boob is, should tell you who we are. So, this is Harley speaking, and we told you we're taking the filter off, the Instagram filter off. I wasn't ready to take the filter off today, y'all, but I got outvoted. That's what happens when you have a threesome out of foursome. We could have gone on 50-50, but no. So we are filterless, fresh faced, bushy eyed, wide eyed and bushy tailed, here to present to you an episode of your favoriteest podcast, Chaos Connections.
We have to be. I'm sorry, but if we're not number one in your podcast rotation, then you're wrong and you should fix that.
Right?
Exactly.
I concur. So, all right. So today's episode, we are going to be talking about back to school shopping. It is.
Yeah.
It can be fun for the shopaholic in you. It can be the end of the world for the person in you that doesn't want to go out and deal with the sweaty Karens and the crowds and the snot-nosed brats whining and
God, the
screaming
sweaty.
because they want the Shopkins Lunchable instead of the goddamn whatever the fuck. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh no, they only have Spider-Man. What are we gonna do?
so we're going to
Or,
be talking.
going shopping with the kid that has really bad social anxiety and will not get out from under your leg even if they are a teenager.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're clearly
I
we
love
run the
them.
gambit. Clearly we run the gambit. So we're going to be talking about the joys of back to school shopping. Normally we would insert an intro here, but since we're kind of grabbing the bull by the horns, we're just going to jump right into it. So, of course, your standard
yeah.
introduction, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put on my nice voice for you. My ladies and gentlemen, my boys and girls, my gents and gentles of all ages and sexes and colors and all sorts of origins. Hey, y'all. This is the Chaos Connections podcast brought to you by MOC Media, LLC, and the moms of chaos, Harley, Rain, and Raven, creating a space for you to learn, thrive, and connect. Child, we got you. Now, down to the serious business. There is no serious business. We're just going to jump right into the content because I forgot what episode we were recording. All right. So back to school shopping.
I love it.
So yes, this is the face to go with the chaotic Harley voice. And as much as I enjoy chaos, I do also have some social anxiety. So I cannot go last minute back to school shopping. It bothers my soul, it bothers my spirit, and then I'm bumping elbows with the person next to me, and I don't know you, Susie. Back the fuck up, Mary. Thank you. Get little Junior away from me before I fucking fart and give him pink eye. I swear to God, I'm loaded. All right. So I can't do that.
Oh my
So
hell, you ain't right.
so what I will do.
I couldn't hold it in.
So what I will do. And yes, you can rest assured that is a thought that has crossed my mind is if he gets close enough to my butthole, I'm gonna fire. And it might be audible, it might be silent but deadly, but by God, conjunctivitis will be on his fucking wish list tomorrow. Anyway.
See, I don't know if I would give them conjunctivitis or just singe their nose hair.
If you're an expert at the craft, You'll singe the eyebrows and eyelashes and give them a little fungus in the eye. But
You
you
have
gotta
put
really,
way thought
A
into
little bit,
this.
yeah.
you gotta really refine your
You
art there,
everything
ladies and
okay
gentlemen.
at home, Harley? You good?
You,
Yeah, I'm great.
you,
I'm
Think twice if you need to be saved.
no. So what I do is, this is one of the few instances where I actually plan ahead. Okay.
which
Pretty
is not
much
normal.
no, it's not. I usually fly by the seat of my pants.
Hence the last chaos trip.
Yes. Yes. So what I will do is, as soon as the school supply list is released by the school district for my child's school and grade, um it's usually around the time that, I'm so sorry to the mom and pop businesses, but y'all don't stockpile the lists and the supplies like good old Walmart. So I'll go down to the Wally World, and it's about the time that Walmart has a little cubby thing that has the list for the local schools. And so I will go to Walmart and I will get the list, and all the shelves are nice and fully stocked and everything's still organized and where it's supposed to be. And oh my God,
As the
is this
masses
what a
haven't rummaged
store's?
through everything with their grubby little hands.
Yes, yes. And I will go and I will get all of the school supplies. And funny thing is, I usually spend less money when I'm buying early. When I'm buying late, I have found that I end up spending more. So I don't know if there's a little bit of price gouging going on there. I'm not throwing stones in glass houses, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Are you
just
panic
saying that
buying?
from my experience, it can be the difference between $200 and $120.
So
Keep keep in mind,
also keep in
I was
mind,
buying school supplies for the way that custody works for Joker and I and our 4 children. I was buying school supplies for 3 of the 4 kids. Gremlin 1 has graduated high school, and Gremlin 4 stays primarily with the egg carton. So we just really have to supply school supplies for throwback to episode 1. We just really have to buy school supplies for Gremlin 2 and Gremlin 3. And they are, after COVID, the school supply list has drastically been cut. And so it's August 2nd. I haven't even bothered to look and see if there's a school supply list for them, because last year it was literally, I had to buy a clear backpack, which I ordered on Amazon, and the rest of it was, I don't remember having to buy anything else, honestly. And the clear backpack is because of the school district. It's a school district mandatory thing.
Mm-hmm.
so one of the things that I will say, as someone who has known you for many, many a moon, um, when you are going last minute versus going early, you're just like, fuck it, throwing this in the cart. This is what we're getting. And you're trying to get everything that you need and get out of that section and away from all of the people.
Oh,
So
definitely, definitely. Because I can tell
Yeah.
you, I brake checked several people with that cart.
yeah, but you do that in general when you're shopping.
Well, people should learn to just give some space. You don't need to be crawling up my ass.
Like,
Otherwise,
move,
you're
bitch,
gonna get
get
pink eye
out
from a
the
fart again.
way.
Okay.
Sorry,
Oh
my
God.
bad.
I do not miss shopping for elementary school supplies. I don't.
Throw them bows.
Okay, wait. I do, but I don't, because they were cheaper and easier, and the list was laid out for you. But there's like so many fucking people in there.
No, no,
So what
no.
I
Hated it.
liked about elementary school was the pre-packaged stuff specifically for grade that they had.
I never found that.
Oh, I
But
found that so often, but I was also able to order it from the school.
Yes,
Mm.
you order it from the school, but the prepackaged stuff, there were sometimes things missing from the prepackaged stuff. Like,
What the
why
hell?
why do I need to provide the teacher with a 9 count pack of 3x3 sticky notes? That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Unless you're
So,
using sticky notes to identify my children's body parts, which you shouldn't.
It's not a teacher problem.
it's not a teacher problem. The teachers are not paid. Teachers are not paid
It's a
enough.
funding problem.
Teachers are not paid enough to
Mm-mm.
stock their classrooms because they have to do that out of their pocket. Teachers are
No, you're
not.
They
right.
have to buy most of their own supplies, which is shitty.
And
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm sorry. They're not paid enough to put up with our fucking hellions. They aren't.
No,
And I
We
mean,
found that out during COVID.
you know what? You know
Like,
what? You know what?
they should. Yeah.
Here's a quick
Let's get
story
real.
time, ladies. Here's a quick story time, ladies and
Oh
gentlemen.
God.
And this is also going to age me a little bit. But I was, after I had Gremlin 1, and I was looking at college and trying to decide what I wanted to do with my life. I had a couple of really, really awesome teachers. I was very fortunate to have 2 or 3. I'm going to go ahead and just say two really good teachers throughout my school career. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a high school English teacher. And then I started thinking about it. And I was
Oh,
like,
thank God.
Harley, you want to be a high school English teacher. Number one, you're going to try to be a voice of reason to the little girl whoring around like you were, and she's going to end up with 6 kids and 10 baby daddies. That's not going to work. Number one. And yes, it does not math. You're welcome. All right. then back in my day, there was an eraser board. And there was the little handheld eraser, and there was the long one. And back in the good old days, you would get stuck after school to clap erasers. My ass would clap the fucking eraser against the side of a kid's head for being a smart ass, because I'm a smart ass, and God knows I would put a perfect spiral on that some bitch and smack him in the side of the head. And they'd be like, Mama, I got a concussion. Mama, I got a concussion. You're damn right you got a concussion. You got a concussion for being stupid.
Because you fucked around and found out. Yeah, no, me either.
Was it just me, or did Hurt New York come out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of personalities in here. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm like super like, my hair, because I just got it done today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I haven't had mine done in a while.
I
think that's what I'll do for my back to school shopping, is get my hair done.
So I
need to go get my girl's hair done.
Shit, yeah. Apprentice 2 needs a haircut.
For Wishkin 2. So what I like right now is I have 2 years left of back to school shopping.
That's it. 2
years. Wishkin 2 is 16, and where the hell did the time go? But now it's like, need a binder with paper in it, maybe a couple of folders, and a backpack. And she's done. And normally it's like, okay, what do I have left over? Because I can thank my mother for this. I go crazy with school supplies because, one, they're cheaper when you're doing back to school shopping, whether you do it early, whether you do it late, it's cheaper. And then if there's leftover stuff, it's even cheaper. So then you just add some to your cart when you go for regular grocery shopping. And I have a plethora of them, but I also really like notebooks and journals and pens. It makes me feel organized even when I'm struggling with that. Do not come for me. But then again,
this makes me feel like I have my life together. This is my planner where I do my work stuff and my Chaos Connection stuff and my personal stuff, and it makes me feel like I'm all organized and I got my shit together.
Mine's currently in the process of being.
Note how thin It is. Note that it also does not have any wear and tear. That's right. I
She put
acquired it. I got
and then put a
Cricket
sticker on it.
crafty with it. And then, ooh, I did write in it on the first page. And that's it. And I'm not going to show it too close because I don't want you to read. But that's what I wrote. So less than half a page. But I'm so organized. I'm like an Instagram mom. Yeah, thanks.
My
Oh, I'm sorry. If you were an Instagram mom, we couldn't be friends.
no, we really couldn't. So I
If I was an
actually
Instagram mom, I couldn't be my friend.
fair enough. So apparently I didn't send the memo out to Captain because he's calling me. So 1 second.
Oh no, that rotten man.
The captain is calling.
Hello.
All right. You're not muted.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
you're
So
muted
it's
now.
easier in some ways to do high school back to school shopping, but it's harder and more expensive in other ways because now if you have the means to do so and if you feel like doing it, you can cater to your kids' tastes. You can say, "Hey, what backpack do you want? Let me make sure that it's a good one and then all right, let's go. Hey, you need new pants? What store do you want to go to?"
Yeah.
And
I will be right back.
oh,
I apologize,
that's
people.
up. You better tell him.
I just got growled at because I moved my chair and disturbed dog slumber. And it wasn't really a growl. It was more like a
We call that a grump in our house.
Yeah.
Washburn will grump.
it was Corvus. And y'all know his groans. So yeah. I'll be back.
All right. Have fun, babe. So no, I agree. So back to school shopping, I guess in my mind, back to school shopping is it's mainly come to mean the school supplies because, and it's funny, I was talking to my hairdresser about this literally earlier today. I have no idea how I accomplished this. So don't ask me because I can't repeat it. But my kids don't they don't have this set expectation of, oh, back to school shopping means a new wardrobe. Oh, back to school shopping means mom's dropping $1,000 on new attire for me or anything like that. Like it's, when they were a little smaller and they were growing more, then yeah, there would be like maybe a new pair of shoes, maybe a couple of new pairs of pants if they were, had some high water situations going or whatever. But there was never like this big, in Spanish it's called a compra. It's when you go and do like a big grocery shopping. There was never a big compra for back to school other than the school supplies. And to add on to how I can't recreate this is my kids are also not label whores. I am the label whore for on behalf of my
Whoa.
children. Like I
And
like
her friends.
She is.
I am the label whore for my friends as well. Yes, Rain thanked me after I got a tattoo and said I don't want to walk around the mall anymore. After we had left, I said, why? She goes, because I didn't want you to buy me an expensive purse because this bitch's purse is falling apart at the seams and I was going to take her ass to Kate Spade if they had one in this janky ass mall, but I didn't see one and I was gimpy as fuck and not trying to walk around gooping everywhere because I just got a fresh tattoo. BT dubs.
And yes,
Tattoo tour will be a thing on Patreon because I am like so fucking thrilled with my tattoos. Anyway, whatever. I'm more of a label whore than my kids are. So like I'll be like, oh, you need a new pair of shoes. Well, you really like Converse. And well, like Gremlin 2 is really into astrology and stars and the solar system. So I'll buy her, the solar system Converse or whatever. But there have been times that they have found like off-brand stuff that fills their style
Mhm.
And I'm like, what is what is this? Like we were at Walmart. We were at Walmart and Gremlin 3 found a pair of knockoff Chucks and she was like, "These are really cute." And I was like, "Okay, well I can order them in your size." She's like, "No, these will be fine." I was like, "The- these
Oh my god, did you have a
really?"
fit?
She very much is
I know.
like
I bought
she
them
likes
for
her
her.
labels. She likes her labels. But
Oh, so
I
but
if you
do.
like your labels so much, why do you shop at that store that I'm not going to get into my reasons for not at the moment?
Um,
Why even chance it?
for ease of access, it's a hoe that you know is going to be open and receptive to you.
I mean, it's not wrong.
No.
And usually it's going
So
to be cheaper than HEB.
Yeah, but HEB is the bomb.
HEB is the bomb, but the milk is cheaper
it
at
is.
Walmart.
HEB loves Texas more than Texas loves
Okay, I'm
Texas.
going to point out something.
This is true.
I'm going to point out something. There are two people who are native Texans on this podcast, and the one that just said that is not one of them.
No, I'm a native West Coast girl.
And the little dog that you saw, if you are watching us on YouTube, that was Miss Kaylee.
That was my Nerva girl.
She is very
The
neurotic.
pupper.
I'm not
You
showing
see
my
everything.
dogs because they're at my feet and my
Everything
office
makes
is
her
kind of a
nervous.
mess right now.
Like if I move too fast while she's asleep.
Oh, it's not as bad as
I don't get it.
Aw.
She's cool.
It's not as bad as Hex. He gets
No,
mad
okay,
if
Mama.
another dog touches him while he's sleeping, and he's a grumpus. Oh my god, is he a grumpus?
Hex also gets mad if he falls asleep on your feet and you need to readjust your feet because he's 80, 90 some odd
90.
pounds
Because your feet are
sleeping
falling
Like
asleep.
on
95
your
pounds.
appendage and it falls asleep. So you go to shift and he thinks it's another dog. So he'll, and you're like, "It's me, Hex. It's me." That I have learned that before I shift, "Hey, Hex, buddy, I'm just gonna move."
Whereas the other dogs, with the exception of Ripley, my other dogs are just like, whatever. I'm adjusting to where you're moving because you're my pillow. Ripley is hit or miss on if
No,
she just kind of goes with it or if she runs to the other part of the bed.
no, Ripley is strategic. Ripley's strategic. She doesn't decide if she's going to go with it. She decides if she's going to take advantage of the absent spot that you just left to place her ass and go in your face.
She has the worst gas.
You got dog food guy.
She has the worst gas of all of the dogs. Because it's just like, oh my god, I'm dying.
You, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, you see this redness on my face? Yeah, that was misdirected conjunctivitis. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't. That's just my face. That's just my face. I just have red skin.
Oh,
I just, I'm warm, and so I did not.
She did not prep for
So
this. It was really my fault because she's like, okay, so I'm going to turn the video off. And I'm like, no, you're not. She's like, huh? I go, we're putting this up on YouTube. We should put video with
no,
it.
I
She's
need
like,
to.
I'm not ready.
I was like, no, I need to put some CC cream on. She was like, so go do that. And I was like, but then I have to do my eye and I have to set. It's a whole process. And she was like, we're
it
taking
is whole
the
process.
filter off. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not trying to put a filter on. I'm just trying to put my best foot forward like you would do at like a job interview. So my thought process
But yeah,
is
it's a whole process. You gotta like Texas proof your makeup.
Y'all,
if our listening base just slowly implodes back to zero after this video goes live, I'll understand.
I guess that'll
I'll be
tell us something,
heard.
won't it?
I'll understand.
and then she'll blame me.
Yes.
Hard.
Right,
It would be, and it's something that I will never live down. So don't let this flop.
Right? Like you see that Harley and Rain are comfortable in tank tops and they've got, their hair looks great, but they're not wearing any makeup. And you see that I am completely the opposite. Ordinarily, I would be in my PJs, but I just got off work, so I'm still dressed for work.
And I'm an unemployed bitch, so I'm working on it.
I
Yes.
have recently joined the unemployed legion as well. It's a long story, and I'm not going to get into it because feel like
She's still bitter, and it
that
would
would be
go
bad
really
juju.
badly.
She's still got some feelings about it, so we're gonna let her work through those, and she can tell it in her
She
own
may
time.
tell it on Patreon.
Mhm.
So given
No, because
that
I
we
feel
are
like I could get sued.
no, that's why you edit, sweetheart.
You could leave names out.
You edit, edit, edit.
Hashtag edit that in post.
Exactly. So given that we are talking about back to school shopping, and two of us
Ugh.
are in the ranks of the unemployed right now, back to school shopping is a pain in the ass, especially if you're on a
I
budget.
feel bad for you two because prices have gotten crazy because companies are greedy and we don't have any rules to make them not be greedy. And you guys are unemployed and you've got kids to buy school supplies for. So I kind of have half a mind to
I
buy some school supplies for your
I
kids.
appreciate that you have a bigger table and not a bigger wall. And I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, but my household will be good because you do have your own stuff that you do have to worry about. But given that we are not the only ones in that boat as far as going back to school
Yeah.
shopping, I'm lucky enough that I don't have to really buy clothes for Witchkin too. She is literally the epitome of emo Barbie when it comes to her freaking clothes.
Oh my God, she is.
And try to go through them. But I like this. I'm gonna wear this. Then why the hell has it been on your
And my
floor for
kid.
6 fucking months? Anyway, I
Yeah.
digress. So I'm probably gonna have to buy her a pair of shoes or two and get her a new backpack because her backpack died last year.
Is she gonna need new jeans?
No.
You sure?
If she needs new jeans, it would be because she needs a smaller size, and we will get into that in the next episode as to why that would be very problematic.
No, I was hoping it was be because of the opposite.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll go into more in the next episode, which will be about picky eaters. So please tune in next week. That one will be interesting because we do have some picky eaters in our ranks.
We do. Yeah, back to school shopping, Apprentice 2 creates an Amazon wish list of school supplies that they want because they have very particular tastes. And it's really not any more expensive than just going to Office Depot and buying the shit. But we have to start back to school shopping a little earlier so that it has time to arrive.
So Amazon is great. Amazon is great. There are the Klarna app and stuff like that, so you can
shout out to Amazon workers, we love you.
So that you can buy stuff and then pay on it if it's something that's going to be expensive, or add up rather, because it's easier to do a smaller freaking payment. Yes, we do. It's easier to do that. But if it's something where you have to get the bare minimum, it's one of the reasons that the school supply list do ask for additional things so that they can help. But most of the time that is in elementary school. It's not so much in high school. So go super basic.
If you have more than you need, please contemplate getting some extra supplies and dropping them off at the school.
And people don't always think to say that.
No, and I was the kid that benefited from that, and I needed that, and I have some big feelings and gratitude about the folks that were acting in.
So this is
what's the word I want?
Charity.
Not charity, but niceness. Be nice to people.
Consideration.
Paying it forward.
Yes, thank you. God.
So
words.
This is not something that's set in stone because honestly, this is something I just thought about. And it may be something that happens, it may not be. If you are a mom or parent, guardian, what have you, and you do need help getting things for your gremlins, heathens, crotch goblins, fuck trophies, whatever you want to call them, reach out to us. We might
The original STD.
that keeps on giving.
You know,
The
that's a
protein
fantastic
shake you should
idea.
have
Like
swallowed.
if I've met people that should have been swallowed.
God, they hurt my head.
They do. They do. Yeah, if you're one of our listeners and you could use a little bit of support with getting some school supplies for your kids or your kids' school, fucking leave us a comment. You should know our website by now. It's mocmediatx.com. Mary Oscar Charlie Media Tango X-ray.com. There's a forum on there, or there's a contact us form, and we'll see what we can do.
We do monitor that. Or hit us up on our socials.
We do.
Ooh, yeah.
And I think that for anybody who would like to contribute to that,
Also reach out
in order to avoid scammers, because unfortunately they do exist and our audience is not immune to them. In order to avoid scammers, please note that if you are reaching out for help, we are not going to send you a PayPal or a Cash App or a Venmo or a Zelle. What we're going to do is we're going to look into the school that your child supposedly attends, and what we will do is we will reach out to that school and purchase the supplies through Amazon to be shipped to that school for the benefit of a child in need, i.e., your child. We don't need your child's name, but if your child is a child in need, without a doubt, those supplies will
Please don't send us a picture.
Yeah, we don't need photos, we don't need stats, we don't need any of that. But what we will ask for is the name of the school.
Could get the
bare minimum.
Don't give it.
Grade,
you don't have to
grade
share
level
any of that
and school. Grade level and school. That's all we need. I don't need to know if you have a boy or a girl. I don't know if you need to have a non-binary. I don't need to know. I have a second grader going to Hightower Middle School. Wait, what?
Sorry,
I have a second grader going to Hightower Elementary. I know. I just missed. Whatever. I have a second grader going to Hightower Elementary School. Don't know if that's a real elementary school, but if we can get the information, we can order the supplies. And again, it would be a simple Amazon order to go to that school. So anybody who thinks that you're going to get it full fast one on us, we're not sending money or gift cards to anybody. No. And if you are scamming us,
we're the ones that would like a sugar daddy because we need more tattoos.
Or if you just know that there's a school that is in a high need neighborhood that would benefit from having school supplies donated, we're happy to help. There's no need to falsify information.
No. And so scammers are a thing. And one of the reasons that it is so prevalent, especially for myself and for Harley, is you would not believe the amount of scammers that are offering jobs and it completely be insane amounts of bullshit. I have been a contract employee for the last 7 years. I haven't had a full-time job where I was not employed by a staffing agency. So there are times that I am in between contracts. And sometimes it does last a little bit. I've gotten really good at figuring out which ones are complete bullshit and which ones are not. But not everybody has that skill set because unfortunately it's a you live, you learn situation and it sucks.
Definitely.
But back to school shopping is a stressful thing. It's stressful on the kids because, oh my God, I have to go back to school, whether it be, oh yay, I get to go back to school and I get to socialize, which is what Witchkin 2 does, or I have to go back to school and I hate school. Oh my God, I want to stay in my hole, which is what Apprentice 2 does.
Holy shit, you nailed it. Yeah, they're already like withdrawing, and we haven't even started transitioning their sleep schedule yet.
I will ask the question that I'm going to ask when we are not on here. Throwback to a conversation we had this past weekend. Um,
Pretty sure the answer is no, but carry
I'm
on.
fairly certain it is too because you get distracted. This is why I'm the adult people.
She is.
But and Harley's kids are kind of across the board with both of those in different variations. Witchkin 3. There is not a Witchkin 3. There better not be a Witchkin 3. The factory is closed. Gremlin 3 just has this energy about her that lives up to the Moms of Chaos motto of fuck around and find out. And the epitome of Harley's daughter. Whereas Gremlin 2, sometimes she's all, yay, let's go and be social, and other times it's like, I'm gonna be around people. Can I hide? I need a bigger hoodie.
Other times it is anxiety overload.
Yeah, so like
Eh.
if you've got a kid with anxiety and you need them to have what I call a go bag for, like, it's a little mini anxiety kit that they can take with them. It's got, charged up earbuds. It's got at least a mini stuffy, a fidget toy, and it's just a little something that they can take on the go so that they can kind of like keep themselves grounded. If y'all need help with stuff like that, holler.
We got
got resources.
A whole bunch of good ideas for that. Because our kids do have anxiety. Like even Witchkin 2 has anxiety. She normally takes a full size stuffy.
Apprentice 2 is afraid of getting made fun of for taking a full size stuffy.
Yeah, Witchkin 2 is kind of a savage and let somebody come at her sideways. It's happened. It's happened.
She's got so much feral energy.
Look at her aunts. Seriously.
I was looking at her mom, but okay.
I have control over my feral energy most of the time. Last night does not count.
I don't.
No, you don't. You definitely don't. Last night does not count. That conversation, I had every reason to be feral. And even then, I was less feral than you two. And that is a story that, unfortunately, y'all will never know.
Nope, it's not for y'all.
So, was that Washburn?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's sitting in the office grumping about something.
It's dinner time.
Oh, it is, but he's not pawing at me to... Okay, Washburn, the cat dog, has never been around cats in his life, but if he can see the bottom of his bowl around dinner time, then the world is ending and mom's got to stop whatever she's doing. Doesn't matter if dad's sitting on the couch too. No, it's got to be mom. And he will paw at me until I get up and go take a look.
Cat dog.
Sorry.
But
I have 4.
Back to school shopping, it's coincidental that they need new collars, so...
Well, they are...
I gotta remember to do that.
Dogs are toddlers. They're toddlers.
They are.
And to go hand in hand with how Washburn is about mom has to fill up my food. Mom has to open the door. Mom, mama.
Mm-hmm. It's like he's Stewie.
Planning your demise and everything.
With
planning your
claws.
demise and all.
Probably.
Ripley and Kurz will come and wake me up. Even if dad is still awake downstairs because he's on nights. I get woken up because they need to go outside. Captain is downstairs on the fucking couch. I am in bed, probably snoring, because if I am that tired, Leave me the fuck alone. No, that doesn't happen. Arr, 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 is what Kurz will do. Ripley, on the other hand, nudges and gets in your face, and God, she has horrible dog breath. And it's just like,
I would prefer that over getting pawed awake. Mom, 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 mom.
now
Holy shit,
imagine
what's
when
happening?
Corvus actually gets where he wants to go out. Corvus has a monster paw that literally
He's a boxer.
that literally, if he gets you with his paw, you're getting punched. It feels like a full-on punch. Like, I'm fairly certain that the dog has given me a black eye at some point. And this is me, who I've given myself a black eye by walking into a door, and it's not bullshit. I have. I'm that clumsy. And for those of you who
And she
can't see,
bruises that easily.
yes, I do. I'm very, very fragile. Yeah, so it's a thing. Animals are toddlers, and you should probably get them stuff with back to school shopping too, because they deserve to be spoiled.
They do. I think I'm almost out of their favorite noms. I cannot say the T word or they're going to be up on me. But their favorite noms are an HEB brand of, it's a stick of dried sweet potato with dried chicken wrapped around it. That is their crack and their kryptonite all in one.
So
They will do whatever you say.
It doesn't matter what the
So-
noms are. My dogs are sitting there going, yes. Except one of my dogs spits out
So-
green beans.
So we've established this. I'm the bougie bitch. I like labels. And I tried to be the best dog mom when I got Bonnie and Damon that I
And was
could.
living with me.
Okay. I got them bougie food, and then through a series of unfortunate events, we had to separate Bonnie and Damon for a little bit. So Bonnie was living with Joker, and I was still living with Rain with Damon. And I decided I was going to take Damon to obedience training. And the trainer recommended these. They were freeze-dried protein chunks. You could get chicken, and there was a fish one, but they were high quality, highly recommended, grade A dog treats to keep your fluffy one running freely like the animal he was born to be. Whatever. Okay.
If I'm gonna get bougie,
First of all-
bougie dog food, I'm gonna go with Chris Evans' new thing.
First of
No,
all,
if I'm going to get bougie, it's going to be for me. They are dogs. They eat their own shit.
First of all, I was told by my vet that the bougie dog food I was giving my dogs was actually shit. It was notorious for causing issues for puppies. And I was like, that's great. They recommended Purina Pro Plan, and we switched. The dogs love it and eliminated like 90% of the issues that we were having. Okay. Then Damon decided that the freeze-dried meats, they were too dry. They were too dry, mommy. I can't, these dry out my palate. I need water to cleanse my palate. So he got to where he would take the treat out of my hand very gingerly. Oh, what a good boy. And then he would gingerly spit it onto the ground and look at me and wag like, where's the real treat, bitch? So
Let's
I was
go ahead
asking
and point out, Damon is definitely Harley's dog. And this just proves it.
Damon is a mama's boy,
Sounds like it.
and
A bougie bitch.
and swear to God, when he gets mad, he legit looks like a hyena when his hackles raise up. It's fucking great.
Why didn't you name him Bruce?
But I don't know, Raven and Rain. Why, bitches, do I have 2 dogs instead of 1? And why are they named Damon and Bonnie? Huh? that sounds like a Patreon story,
I
and
had
we're
nothing
not
to do
going to
with
get
their
into.
names.
So
That's a
she almost
fucking
had
lie and a half.
she almost had 3.
Yeah.
And then it would have been Damon,
I
Bonnie,
almost
and
Joker doesn't know that. You're going to get me killed.
and I'm trying to remember her name right now. I know I can see her. I can see the character, but I don't remember her name.
I don't know. I want to say Claire, but that's
See, it's
not
a show
right.
I haven't
No,
watched,
it begins.
so
It's God. What is it?
Anyway,
Vampire Diaries is how they got their name.
starts with a C. Yes. Anyway. So I was
so
talking to
those
the
dogs were
trainer.
not bought at back to school shopping.
No, they were not. They were not. They were midlife crisis puppies for mommy. Anyway, and they were ride tag clearance puppies. They were rescued. They were literally rescued the day before they were set to be euthanized. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
called
were.
them red tag clearance puppies because the rescue normally charged like $85 to adopt a puppy. I think I paid $50 for both of them, and that included chipping, neutering, and adoption fees. So red tag clearance puppies.
Mhm.
Anyway, but Damon, I was
Caroline.
talking to the trainer, and I was like, Caroline, I was like, I was like, I'm trying to treat him for doing what we're teaching him, but he keeps on spitting out. And she was like, yeah, maybe it's too dry for him. Try the 99-cent bags of treats that you can get at Walmart, because they're chewy, so they're moist.
The freeze
For
dried
those listeners.
the freeze dried
Fucking hate
treats
that
did not go to waste. There were 4 dogs who were very happy to help demolish those.
Yes, the freeze dry treats did not go to waste. But yeah, Damon decided that he likes chewy and not freeze dried, although he will sometimes drop his standards to have a milk bone.
His standards are yours.
She doesn't want to answer that by the look
Joker
on her face.
bought them. I had nothing to do with that.
So that answers that question.
I just don't understand why he would eat a milk bone, but he won't eat the freeze dried protein treats. They're both dry.
Did you
Okay.
did you
So
taste
milk
both of them?
bone, though it may
No.
be dry and crunchy, they slobber. So therefore it's kind of like a cookie, and it goes mushy because it gets drool on it. Whereas a freeze
Have you
dried one,
seen how quickly my dogs eat? They don't have time to salivate on the cookie. They just.
yeah, fair enough.
I really hope that audio translates. I really, really hope that audio translates. All right. Okay.
So in
Ladies and
case it's not
gentlemen.
apparent, I have misophonia, and those noises make me insane.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which is another reason I hate back to school shopping, because then I have to listen to people breathe.
Oh, God. Yes.
Why do they have to breathe?
Why are you
Can they just not
exhaling
breathe around me,
so
please?
loudly? And oh God, if you're close enough that I can smell your exhale, bro, back up 10 paces.
Yeah.
COVID
I
is
don't
still a
need to know
thing,
that you had
people.
garlic mashed
Thankfully-
potatoes with your chicken. Anyway, all
Thankfully,
right.
Apprentice 2 does not need that level of back to school shopping anymore. I can order their shit on Amazon and do.
Yeah. All right. So back to school shopping, it entails more than people realize, sometimes more, sometimes less. And if you're lucky, you can knock shit out online. If you're less fortunate, you got to go into the store. God be with you. You'll be in our thoughts and our prayers. We will give you all the chaos auntie energy
Hashtag
to
not
make
Catholic.
it through without choking a bitch. Again, please,
Murder.
if
We don't have bail
We
money.
don't.
Just
We
keep that
don't.
in mind.
We really don't.
But if you or someone you know is in a situation that you do need some back to school assistance, please reach out to us on our platforms. We have social media. We have our mocmediatx.com website. We have forums. Please, please, you know, we want to make sure that you understand this is a community. And yeah, we get on here and we shoot the shit and we're silly and we bitch and we gripe. But at the end of
And
the
we get
day, we are
distracted.
3 very caring, giving souls. We do get distracted, squirrel. But thank you all so much for listening. Again, if our listening base plummets back down to 0 after this video goes live on YouTube, we'll understand. If it doesn't, hey, howdy, hey, we'll be doing this once a week, bitches.
Do not let this flop. I really
Thank you
don't want to deal
for
with her for the rest of my life saying that it's my fault. And it would be the rest of my life.
because I will. It would.
It would be. Well, it would definitely be the rest of Harley's.
Yeah, I may have to shank a bitch. She goes too far.
Stay tuned to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, as always, for your continued support and your feedback. And again, you can reach us at Chaos Connections on your favorite social media app or head over to our website. Again, that is mocmediatx.com. Raven, do you want to go ahead and give the Mary Oscar Charlie spelling?
Sure. https:// Mary Oscar Charlie Media Tango X-ray.com. Love y'all.
And for
Thanks
those
so
of you
much
who
for
do not know
tuning
how to
in.
spell media, it
Thank
is
you, guys.
Mike, Echo, Delta, India, Alpha. See y'all next time.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Mwah.
Mwah. Oh, that was a weird one. See you, sis.
Leave it to Harley.